What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm CTigirsGaming and I have some interesting news for you guys. The player base for Call of Duty has dropped over 70%. Yes, that's right, over 70% of the Call of Duty players have simply quit Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2. And anytime if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to see for the like button. 15 Call of Duty, make sure to subscribe, 10 on notification bell and join notification squad. Without further ado, let's go on to it. This all started when Charlie Intel tweeted out saying we've heard from multiple people that Warzone 2's player count dropped over the break at a higher rate than expected. Unclear what it all means for what will change at this point. Hope we get some good updates soon. Then Tom Henderson, who is a very well-known leaker not only in the Call of Duty scene but in gaming in general, ended up following that up by his own article on Insider Gaming titled Warzone 2 lost more players than expected. In the article he shows a tweet by the Ghost of Hope, again a very well-known leaker and a credible leaker who has leaked many things about Call of Duty before, tweeted out player counts declining, which equals to some changes happening soon. Then Jaeger, and we all know who Jaeger is, ended up replying to the Ghost of Hope by showing a chart of the decline in player count in Call of Duty Warzone 2. Now keep in mind this comes from Steam only, which means it is only PC and also it is only for Warzone 2. Unfortunately, we're not exactly sure what the player counts are on console, that is Xbox and PlayStation, but to be honest with you guys, I don't see it much different even on console. I think Call of Duty is indeed losing players on both PC and console as well. Tom Henderson says YouTuber Jaeger then followed the report up with a chart that appears to show just how big the drop has been since November's launch. After a peak of 452,093 players on Steam in mid-November, it has fallen all the way to 121,913 players as of January 11, 2023. That's a drop of just over 73% from its launch numbers. We're not talking a 10-20% decrease, no, we're talking over 50, over 73% from launch. And looking at the last month alone, you'll see that nearly 50% of that drop came since December 7th. So the question is, how and why did the player base drop over 73% for Call of Duty Warzone? May I add, a free to play Call of Duty game. How did it all go so wrong? Well, let me tell you. As we all know, Warzone 1 was absolutely amazing. It was something new, it was something fresh, it was something different compared to all the other Battle Royale games. For example, they allowed us to get our custom loadouts via the loadout drops. Then there was the addition of the gulags, which gave you a second chance. Even if you got killed, you still had a second chance to win the gulags and actually return in the game. They gave us cool events, crossovers, Easter eggs, we had zombies. It was so much fun, okay? And guess what? Warzone 2 comes out, Infinity Ward tries to reinvent the wheel, and they absolutely failed. They changed or removed some things that absolutely did not need to be changed or removed. For example, they changed the loadout drop for absolutely no reason. You could still get your custom weapon, but that's the only custom weapon. You could not get your secondary or your equipments or your perks or anything like that field upgrade. Now yes, I know since the community were not happy about that, they did actually revert that change. Now you can earn a loadout drop to earn your custom loadouts, which is good, but they changed so many things. They added the backpack system for no reason. I get why Infinity Ward wanted to reinvent the wheel, keep Warzone 2 fresh, keep it somewhat similar but also different to Warzone 1, but unfortunately they changed the things that were not needed to be changed, and the things that needed to be changed, they left them the same. So just couple tweaks here and there. I think Warzone 2 could have been better. Unfortunately, they changed a bit too much and made it very different from the amazing Warzone 1. Now let's be honest here, coming into Warzone 2 we already knew it was not going to be as amazing as Warzone 1. Why do I say that? Let me tell you. In the case of Warzone 1, it was simply at the right place at the right time. Warzone 1 released March of 2020 when everybody was stuck home, they couldn't go anywhere, and for the first time ever we got a free to play Call of Duty experience. Even if you did not like Battle Royale genre games, you still at least downloaded it, tried it once, and that is the major difference between Warzone 1 and Warzone 2. Everybody was stuck home, Warzone 1 released, boom, everybody tried it at least once and everybody fell in love with it, and that's how it got over 100 million players in just over 1 year of Warzone 1's release. It went absolutely massive. Whether you played solos or you go with some of friends, played duos, trios, squads, it was a fun experience when there was nothing else to do. It was absolutely amazing. You go into Warzone, had fun with friends or even solo, forget about what was going on in the real world, and like I said, it was simply fun. Another reason why I believe there has been a massive decline in the player counts for Warzone 2, simply I believe the trend of Battle Royale genre games is slowly starting to get stale and die. Yes, that's right, I believe the Battle Royale genre is slowly dying. It's been what, about 6-7 years of Battle Royale genre being absolutely massive. We had games like Fortnite, PUBG, Apex Legends, H1Z1, Call of Duty's Warzone, but I truly believe the Battle Royale genre is on its last legs. I will give it maybe 1 max 2 years before it is completely gone. on. I think now it's the new trend of DMZ / Escape from Tarkov style of games, where you survive and you have to exfil. Give it a couple more years and I believe the DMZ / Escape from Tarkov games is gonna be the next trend in gaming. Another reason why I believe there has been this massive decline in the players in Call of Duty Warzone 2 is simply the lack of content. I mean, Modern Warfare 2 came out October 28th, Warzone 2 came out November 16th, and since then we've had one season and a season 1 reloaded, and that's it. That's it. No constant update, no quality of life improvements. There has been nothing new for a very long time. I mean, each season is now lasting over 70 days. And yes, I know they are making Modern Warfare 2 a 2-year Call of Duty cycle instead of the 1 year, but extending each season to over 70 days and with barely any content throughout those 70 days except the launch and the mid-season reloaded update, that is gonna be absolutely terrible. Sure, we have a new season which is awesome, then after a couple of weeks we have the mid-season reloaded update, and that's it all the way until the next season. Quite frankly, 70 days for the content we get in each season is not enough to last those 70 days. There is simply not enough content. Not for multiplayer and not for Warzone. For multiplayer, we're lucky if we get 2 maps per season, one at launch and one in the mid-season update, and then again we are lucky if we get one new map out of the 2. I mean, for season 2 we already know it's gonna be the remake of Castle, which we got it last year in Vanguard, and we're gonna get it again for the 2nd year straight. What on earth? What is happening here? Give us more content in each season to last 70 days. I don't care what the name of the game is, I don't care how good the game is. If there isn't constant new updates, the game is simply not gonna do good. Players want new things, players want new content, and if you're not giving us for a very long time, people will simply quit that game, whether it's Call of Duty or not, whether it's Modern Warfare 2 or not. We need constant updates, we need more new content in the game, otherwise players will simply quit the game. What's happening right now in Call of Duty is actually sad. I've talked about this countless times on this channel before during Black Ops Cold War and Vanguard days. I've said Activision are putting all their eggs in one basket into the Warzone basket, while leaving the loyal fans, the fans that made Call of Duty where it is today, the multiplayer players. Those are the loyal fans that continue to play Call of Duty multiplayer, whether it was amazing or whether now when it's not so amazing. They left us behind, and what happens when the Battle Royale genre dies, when all the 100+ million players in Warzone 1 ends up leaving because Battle Royale is no longer a thing? What happens then? All you cared about was Warzone, you left out the multiplayer players, some multiplayer players quit the game because all you cared about is Warzone, the new money maker, your new toy, and guess what? When Battle Royale dies down, all those 100+ million players leave, you go back to your loyal fans that you forgot for so many years, and they're gone as well. What happens then? Seriously, what happens then? I've said it time and time again, what they did is absolutely a mistake, and it is happening right now. Warzone 2 is not doing so good, and all those 100 million players that you catered for, once the game got bad, they simply left for a different game. While us, the loyal fans that stuck with them through everything, we keep on getting left behind every single year. Most of the Warzone players were simply casual players. They don't care about Call of Duty. If the game is good, they're gonna play it. If the game is bad, they're simply gonna play a different game. But anyways, what's happened to Call of Duty right now is actually really sad. To see what's happened right now to a game that I really love playing, that I enjoy playing, is really sad. But yeah, I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Of course, there's the merger between Microsoft and Activision. Maybe, just maybe, if that deal goes through, Microsoft can turn around Call of Duty and Activision once again. Maybe we can get into another golden age. But like I said, I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But although that being said, thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to see for the like button. For everything Call of Duty, make sure to subscribe, turn on notification bell and join notification squad, and I'll catch you guys later.